Post-Game Live is presented by your New England Ford dealers and Ford Trucks, America's best-selling trucks for 49 years.
Just when you thought the Celtics would close it out in Game 6, the Philadelphia 76ers from start to finish decided to force a Game 7, 106-93 the final. A lot of frustration, as we know here on Celtics Post-Game Live. So, Eddie, Scal, I want to know your thoughts right out the gate. Scal, hit me.
I'll see y'all Game 7, that's for sure, at the Garden. You guys got to be lit. But I think the biggest thing, we're looking like we're attacking from 2 points of the offense, right? It's either Tatum or Brown. When I watch Philly, you're getting money from Maxey. You're getting some money from Embiid. You're getting some money from Edgecombe. You're getting some money from Paul George. You're getting some money from Kelly Oubre. They're hitting you from all different angles. And if we continue to go two guys trying to set the tone, especially when two guys aren't necessarily, like, they're a little reluctant to get off of it versus they're five and the ball's moving around. I know, and I think everybody that plays basketball knows, it's probably harder to attack, like to stop five guys who are coming from you at all different directions than it is to load up against two. So I think, like, if there's an adjustment moving forward, and I think that's what Nick Nurse did after they got smoked in Game 3. Listen, we can win this game, we can win this series, but we got to hit the Celtics from all different angles, and that's what they've been doing, and they did it again tonight.
I'm going to keep it simple. We got our work. We got our hustle. We got our work, our play, all of those things put out in front of everything that happened, okay? And that's how I feel. Now, maybe you might disagree with me, Scal. Somebody else might disagree with me. But when I'm out there looking at the game, I'm seeing a team that is desperate, and that's the Philadelphia 76ers that are playing much harder. They're not casual with the basketball. They're not playing like, okay, we coming down offensively and we just going to casually get to our spots. Everything is with a purpose. And I feel like we don't have that purpose. There was a spurt there in the fourth quarter when we brought in the Ron Harpers was out there.
Like the Bus One boys.
Garza. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, the Bus One boys. When we brought them guys out, they played with a purpose.
All right.
They had a purpose. Everything was with a purpose.
Eddie, can I follow up with that? Because
go ahead.
During the season, we played those guys. We played Baylor Shireman. We played Ron Harper. We played Luka Garza. So for whatever reason, and I get it, like Tatum is back to playing big minutes. I mean, hopefully he's going to be all right. Jaylen Brown's playing big minutes. We're not going, like the playoff rotation gets cut. We got that. But like if you ever think about the hard playing Boston Celtics that create margins, the margins are created by those guys, by the Baylor Shiremans, the Jordan Walshes of the world. Those are the guys. When you put Garza in there, Mr. Offensive Rebound, he almost top 5 in the NBA in offensive rebound percentage. So we're not playing like the hard-playing guys. Like our identity is out the door right now. We're trying to win the way we tried to win a couple years ago, where it's just our star players delivering. And, and maybe we get a couple open shots, maybe we don't, but like we lost our identity somewhere in this series. And I remember in Game 3 when we brought it. No, it would be Game 4 down in Philly. We kept crashing. Remember the offensive rebounds from Jordan Walsh, the offensive rebounds from Baylor Shireman. Like we've gone away from that. So we can't ask, like we're asking our team to be hard playing, but we're not playing the hard playing guys.
Well, the question is, if the Jays at this point, like, didn't bring it, Joe Mazzulla pulls them with what? It was 10:24 left in the fourth quarter. So the Jays get pulled. Do you think that's an earlier adjustment that maybe Joe Mazzulla has to make?
No, I don't think it's like that. And Eddie, you can jump in any time here. We're having a discussion. Like the Jays' job is not to crash the offensive rebound. That's not their job. Their job is not to create more margin. Like Tim Hauser's job is not to crash the offensive board. It'd be nice if he can once in a while, but we have guys for that, and those guys are all sitting on the bench. So like our identity that we've and I've said this to a few guys. I always think it's really amazing. We started this season out and we thought we weren't going to be very good. So we fight and we claw and we scrap for all the margins. And all you hear Joe talk about is the margins. But the playoffs roll around and the margins are gone out the door. They're all sitting on the bench. And I'm not saying, like, I get the playoffs. I understand the NBA. You cut rotations down. But at what point do you cut the rotations down far enough where you lose your identity? And I feel like in the last two games, we kind of lost our identity. We're not crashing like we used to. We're not looking for extra shots. We're not getting out and running. We're not doing anything that creates more opportunity for us to win. So we're back to playing like my turn basketball.
You know what? You said something at the beginning of that whole dialogue. I would say diatribe.
It was like a rant. It was like a scowl rant.
Yeah. Okay. So that whole thing, the first thing that you said was that we had to scratch, claw, bite, and do whatever we had to do at the beginning of the season because everybody counted us out. We're not playing like that no more.
No.
In the last few games, I would say the last few games, we haven't played in that with that kind of sense of urgency. And that's what I mean by, you got outworked. And it's about your effort. Like, you have that effort all season long. That was the identity. It wasn't the guys coming off the bench. It was everybody that whoever number got called came in, and this is how you had to play. This is how Jaylen Brown had to play. Everybody is adjusting to playoff basketball. No, it's basketball still. It's still a 48-minute game. It's still, this is what we're going to try to do. This is what we're going to try to take away from that team. This is what they're going to try to take away from us, as we can see that this is how we're going to have to attack them. So when we talk about all these other things, it comes down to one thing, and that is be the hardest playing team. If you feel like you're the deepest, you're the most athletic, you're the most talented team, if you're the most hardest playing team, the most disciplined team, then you should come out of a series with a W.
Yeah.
Right now, I would say that Philly is playing so desperate because they went down 3-1. So they was like, oh my goodness, we can't go out like this. This is not how we're going to go out. Oh, we get Embiid back. Okay, cool. And he's playing well. And I wouldn't think that Embiid would make such a big impact, and he has made a massive impact in this series by being back the last couple games.
I would agree, Eddie. I think that this team right now, at least what we just saw, at this point, could change in Game 7. Just wanted it more here tonight. And look, Philadelphia up 9 points at the half, and this is where things started to get a little bit dicey between the second and third quarter. 62-40 over those two quarters, giving the 76ers a 19-point lead at one point. This is presented by TD Bank of the Boston Celtics, member FDIC, TD Bank, NA, Scal. You would think, when I was going into the second half, I was like, okay, let me see. That was a terrible first half all around. The energy wasn't there. The 76ers defense, and it made the Celtics look like they were playing one-on-one basketball, but really, the third quarter alone, not enough points at all by the C's.
Yeah, and Philly was getting anything they wanted. Like, we're a step slow defensively. They're getting every good shot, and they're making some really tough shots that are demoralizing our team. And you know how our team is. When they get down, they don't answer the bell on the other end. They start to, it doesn't look clean. Philly is moving the ball, and like I said earlier, they're attacking you from 5 different people. We just don't have that. We're playing slow. We're playing deliberate. Everybody knows where the shot's going to come from. When Jaylen Brown has the ball at the top, he's getting to a spot, and everybody knows. Philly knows. Nick Nurse knows. The fans know. We know. Everyone watching knows that shot's going up. But Philly, we don't know where the ball's coming from. They're moving it. That guy's coming off. If he doesn't have it, he's moving it again. So I think that everyone that plays ball knows that that's hard to guard, especially when you got 5 guys that are rocking and rolling. That's what Philly has right now.
Well, this is the problem. When you're taking the ball out the net, you ain't got and you ain't got no resistance. There is no resistance.
It's almost, it's 11, it's a 10:30.
I feel everyone's shooting.
Yeah, it's 10:30.
There's no resistance, and it's straight line drive after straight line drive. It's open shot after open shot. Uncontested jumper after uncontested jumper. Backdoor cut, and you taking the ball out the net. You don't have the opportunity to come down there and get 5 guys involved. You allow their defense to set up. Well, it's totally different for us. We're taking it out the net. We trying to bring the ball up. Then next thing you know is okay, we playing one-on-one basketball right now. Somebody, and they're loading up. Joel Embiid, you said this at the beginning you said this in pregame. We do not put him in enough action. He's able to just be in the paint, hang down there low, and everybody just okay because they in a drop coverage. We're gonna come off and take a jumper. Well, if your jumper ain't falling, well, maybe take it to his chest. You know what I mean? And I'm not a guy that says, hey, I want to hurt anybody, because that's not really where I'm coming from with this. But to keep it 100, the era that I played in, and I'm gonna sound like an old head right now. I know this: when Tyrese Maxey went to the basket that last time, he's supposed to really feel it right then. He's supposed to really, really get. You're gonna earn, and then even Ron Harper earn that technical foul. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of these games. Okay, it is what it is. Y'all got us, but guess what? You know, your tailbone gonna be hurting tomorrow morning. You over here got hit upside your head. You know, go to the free throw line and do this. And I ain't a proponent of hurting